everyone to Tea Time Humor. This is podcast number 4. Now, before we get things started, I'd like to say this. We're going to make a little segment dedicated to you guys, the viewers. We had one viewer, Gemini Jets 140, I believe. He asked if we could do a piece on Delta versus Alaska and PNW. All of us are presuming PNW means Pacific Northwest. So, okay. And for future reference, every single podcast after that, whoever comments, and if they want it, we'll dedicate a small segment of the podcast to it. So, small segment meaning like about 5 to 8 minutes of it. So, all right, gentlemen, let's begin this 5 to 8 minutes. Delta versus Alaska, Pacific Northwest.
Alaska wins.
Alaska wins.
Really? Alaska wins and Delta's bullying them. That's how I see it.
Delta owns that route.
Exactly. Delta. All right. If they're trying to, if they're trying to expand out of Seattle, Tacoma, and Portland,
Delta's trying to expand, right?
Yeah. Delta wins.
Well, Delta's gonna win that battle. Alaska, they're there, but only if they're cheaper.
But again, they got Virgin.
Yeah, that's true.
But Virgin never had anything in the Northwest market. Adding Virgin just adds new markets for Alaska.
Virgin did have.
Hold on.
It basically lets Alaska.
Oh, what? He loud. Okay, you can continue. You loud.
Okay.
Yeah, you loud as hell.
Damn helicopter. Airplanes, not helicopters. What's it called? It opens up the new Alaska Virgin merge. It just opens up the new merging company, so it gives them access to the transcon routes. LA, coast to coast.
Yeah, but isn't Delta down there also as well?
Well, Delta's only.
Okay, so
Well,
whatever.
the coast to coast thing, Virgin has always had, since they came up, they always had their spot.
Okay. Well, maybe
now they
have
gotta compete with American and Delta now.
Maybe they might have more of a presence. Maybe they might have more of a presence now.
Well, Virgin mainly
because they have Alaska back.
Well, Virgin mainly had SFO, San Francisco.
Okay.
Delta has Los Angeles.
Delta rules LA.
If I was Alaska, I would focus more on making like a little
LA route.
SFO hub.
No, not an SFO.
But then that's United.
Yeah, that is United Territory.
Not necessarily a SFO hub. I would say more of a focus city out of Vancouver.
But then that's Air Canada's territory.
WestJet's not competing with Air Canada as much. The next best thing is...
That's your bar at WestJet.
Wait, what?
Wait. Is Air Canada does they have a solid presence out of Vancouver?
Yeah. They're really strong.
Alright, I was about to say, if Air Canada doesn't have a strong presence in Vancouver, go for it, but you dealing with Air Canada is like,
Nah.
WestJet, go for it, but Air Canada, nah.
Well, I mean, WestJet is getting 787s, but I mean, getting back to Alaska...
787s?
Oh,
Yeah, remember they had the problem with the 767s?
So now they're switching to 787s.
They're getting about...
they want even more problems.
They're getting about...
They want even
they're getting
more
about
problems.
10 787-9s.
No way.
So they're getting into that budget airline doing transcon.
Yes, they're
doing
basically...
transatlantic.
Yeah, basically they're switching
Like
over
Norwegian.
to like...
Yeah,
like
tell me they're
Norwegian.
trying to compete with JetBlue.
JetBlue didn't start their as far as transatlantic route. Yet.
I mean, they will get there.
I think they're getting Neos, right?
I heard.
A330 Neos?
Yeah, I heard that they're getting the 230s.
Listen, JetBlue, future reference, you need to get the A330 Neos, but let's get back to
No, as a matter of fact, they needed to get the 330 since They needed to get the 330 since 2 years ago, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
You should have been started this stuff.
But this original topic was PCN,
the Pacific
Northwest.
Yeah, PNW, sorry about that.
With Alaska and
Yeah, we get that track.
So, pretty much, with that topic, Alaska can try to expand out of Seattle, Tacoma, and maybe Portland.
Honestly, Alaska has a lot of options now because they have Virgin with them.
Yeah.
They have a lot of options. And I mean, I know Delta has a strong presence of where they are right now, but you never know. You never know. An upset can come, Virgin can take over for the bottom while Alaska takes over for the top, and Delta can, Delta will just have to stick to the middle and east side.
I think that because Virgin already has a big presence out of SFO,
they can expand out of there.
Yeah,
but that's
like
technically
more
not
routes
the
from
Northwest.
SFO, like to say Portland and up into Alaska maybe. And I know Alaska, they have a few Hawaiian routes or?
No, they do.
No?
They do.
Alaska.
Alaska.
Oh yeah. Alaska has Hawaiian route.
They fly out of
They do.
Seattle,
They
and
do.
I think do they fly out of
Seattle
Los
to
Angeles?
Hawaii, right?
Yeah,
I don't know
they
about
do.
Los Angeles,
Sure.
but
I don't think they do LA.
But I know Seattle.
I know LA is like American and Delta's and Hawaiian territory.
Yeah.
well, obviously Hawaiian. Because
And I
it's
think
Hawaii.
I think Air Tahiti has one too.
Again, helicopters.
But it's probably like an in-transit thing, like
Who?
how
Air Tahiti Nui.
Oh,
if they do have a Hawaiian route, it's probably like what's it called? How Cathay Pacific has the here to Vancouver, then on to Hong Kong.
correction, Cathay Pacific.
Cathay.
Cathay.
When he was working the ramp, it was Cathay.
Because y'all don't know how to talk.
Okay. Stay on
First of all, we
topic.
know how to talk.
Stay on
Deal
topic.
with it.
Stay on topic. Let's finish this and we can get to that. Let's finish this and we can get to that.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
PNW.
for the Pacific,
Alaska basically. Now that they merged with
Virgin.
with Virgin,
Yeah.
they have more options.
they do have
And
more.
plus, the Virgin name is going to be discontinued after 2018 or 2019. So, pretty
What,
much
it's all going to be Alaska.
Because the
now?
Alaska
Yeah.
name is the more.
Okay.
I mean, the Alaska
Alaska's
name is
been
the
there
older
longer.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been there longer.
which that makes sense. But they said that they're going to incorporate what Virgin America had.
Mhm.
So, like how Alaska was more like a budget style airline,
Yeah.
even though they were a big name player.
Uh-huh.
Now they're going to start saying, okay, now we're going to try to get into either JetBlue territory or like,
Look,
I would
as
say
far
Delta
as far as I'm
73
concerned,
territory.
as far as I'm concerned, if they try, they won't take it over, but they will be a big presence in the west side. As far as New York and Orlando and the rest of over here is concerned, they can never compete against JetBlue, Delta, or thing.
And the
Or
East
even
Coast,
United.
forget
Yeah.
about it.
East
but
Coast, forget about it. Don't
in
even think
the,
about
in
it.
the Pacific Northwest, Alaska always had their position. It's
Yeah.
just now that they're a little bit stronger, but Alaska wasn't going anywhere anyways. I mean, Delta will be there to keep them on their toes. Basically, that's
Not even keep them on their toes. Delta is
it's
Del-
competition, basically.
It is competition, but Delta's the prominent one there. You can't get away from that fact.
no. Because you got
Delta is going to pressure Alaska for whatever they have right now. I mean, even if they have Virgin with them, like, don't get me wrong, they can try and take over, but they're fresh out of luck with that.
because Alaska's obviously going to try to compete for the domestic market, but
Yup.
overall Delta's going to be number one because you got the Asian routes mainly.
But then again, Alaska never wanted that.
Well, I know
Alaska
that, but I'm
doesn't
saying like
focus on
in
that
terms
at
of the
all.
domestic side, like they're going to compete. But in terms of the overall trying to dominate Seattle Tacoma, it's going to be Delta.
Well, Delta's number
Yeah.
one, but Alaska ain't going nowhere. There's
I mean, again, you gotta also understand, even if they took over, even if with them taking over Virgin, all they have right now is 7.3s and A320s.
Yeah, and the
are they
321
getting rid
Neo
of
now.
the A320?
Yeah, they have the 321 Neo. They're the
Oh, so
first.
they're keeping it in the new merged airline. They're keeping the whole fleet. They're not like getting rid of
Might
it.
as well keep the fleet. I mean, it's a new plane.
And not only
Because
that,
the way budget airlines work is you keep one type of airplane, keep it
but
simple.
the thing is, Alaska's not going to be
Alaska's-
that budget airline anymore because they're incorporating the Virgin America interior now.
All right.
They're keeping that style. So, and plus, both of them, I think they both operate CFMs. Can you please? Please!
These helicopters straight flying low.
Helicopters.
Two of them.
There's two of them.
That one you can barely hear.
All right, it doesn't even matter. Anyways,
But I think both airlines, well, the 73 only operates CFM 56Bs. But I don't know if Virgin actually.
They're A320s.
Yeah, I don't know if they.
Virgin has a lot of A320s. I know that. For a
Yeah.
fact.
No, I don't think they're CFMs. No, actually, no, they are CFMs. The CFM 56A.
The engine.
Yeah. A for Airbus, B for Boeing.
Okay. Well, okay. I guess we can conclude that. That's our little segment for you, Gemini Jets. If you have any questions for us, feel free to put them in the comment section below and ask away. We'll try to answer it as best as we can. We just went off of this topic from whatever knowledge we know now and whatever knowledge we researched before coming and doing this podcast. So, all right, gentlemen, on to the main podcast. Let's do this. For this podcast, we have two topics. It's going to be about Emirates getting rid of the A380 and replacing it with the 777 Max, or 777-10, what?
The 777-9X.
Whatever it is.
9X.
Whatever it is. That's the first topic, and the second topic is MTA getting rid of seats for some cars and just putting straight poles for everyone to just stand. So, first topic, Emirates. Who wants to start off?
I'll start it off.
Okay.
Two things about Emirates. It looks like they're going to try to switch over to an all Boeing fleet because they picked the the 787. It's all over there.
It's okay.
They picked the 787 over the A350, which we stated it before, they're not comparable.
Wait. Emirates is getting 787s?
Yes. Okay, there was
Wait,
a
what?
There was a
I didn't even know that.
there was an unidentified customer earlier this year or last year, and that unidentified customer was Emirates. They were thinking as an option to get 787s, but they were debating between the 78 and the A350.
So they got 787s.
Yes, they're getting 787s.
I mean, they already have so many 777s. So
No, but my point is,
A380, A350, 777. It's like if you already have one, you don't really need the other.
my point is, okay, what are you gonna do with the other aircraft? I mean, okay, if you retire those aircraft now, they're young aircraft.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
I mean, like Emirates,
It's like you just blew money on that.
they
Like,
did because
is this what government money is gonna do? It's just gonna be blown on planes?
Emirates, they retired, I think 2 years ago or 3 years ago, they retired a 777-200ER, and it was their
Oh,
first
yeah,
ever
right,
one.
yeah.
And they just finished retrofitting it like 2 years prior to that, and I'm like, why?
They just straight wasting money on planes. And as far as I'm concerned, Emirates, if you was wise with your money, you'd go for a 350 instead of a 78. Honest to God, you go for a 350 instead of a 78. Why? One,
Or
it's
just
safer.
better off just stick with the 777.
Oh
Or
yeah,
not
exactly. Just
777.
stick with the fleet that you already have.
But not only that, like,
Remember, a plane's lifespan is 20 years.
Yeah.
One plane lifespan is 20 years.
nah, longer.
No, it depends.
No, it's 20 years. After
It's
after
cycles.
No, for commercial, it's going to be 20 years, and then after that, you can use it for cargo, whatever it is you choose. But the main
Yeah,
life
'cause
cycle
cargo-
of a plane is 20 years.
Yeah, because cargo, they can last for ages.
Because remember, planes are on the ground only for an hour, or it depends on how big the plane is. It's down on the ground for 2
regional
hours.
airlines, they average like. Well, remember, it's on cycles and how often the plane leaves.
Yeah.
Regional airlines, they struggle the last 10 years with them shit.
no,
because
No, not really.
they're
They didn't show
doing
me
you
Regional
know,
airlines, they flying all over,
Yeah,
multiple
exactly. I
flights
know
per
that.
day. They
I
getting
know that.
multiple cycles,
Well,
and
I
that's
think-
why they finish
well,
faster
think
than
of-
the long haul ones.
Well, think of Southwest.
It's actually a pretty quiet helicopter. Oh, that's the tailless one.
Dope.
But
So that without a tail rotor, that thing is like noticeably quiet.
yeah, but think about it like this.
It's okay. It's okay.
To be honest, Emirates in total. Well, actually, let's get back to the regional airline thing for a second. Southwest,
Not a
They're-
regional airline.
I know that, but I'm saying in terms of in terms of the flight cycles and stuff, right? Their planes take off and land like literally every 30-something seconds at various airports. Look at the 737-300. That's been out for how long? Some of them are
Since
over
the
25 years old and they're still pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Well, that's because if you're willing to put the money into
Maintain.
Oh no, that goes into the how budget airlines work things. You know, that's all they operate 73s. When it comes to 737s, Southwest and their maintenance, they know their thing. They know their
Well,
stuff.
that's all they've been doing is 7.3s ever
Exactly.
since Southwest came
Yeah.
out.
So they mastered it.
Back to the Emirates conversation.
Yeah.
You remember how Airbus actually said we want to implement the A350-800, the 900, and the 1000?
Yeah.
Emirates could have been the one to get the 8. Instead,
No, forget it. They would have bought the 1000.
Nobody
It's
wanted the
Emirates.
eights.
I know, but
It's Emirates.
no, but the only reason why I'm saying the 8 because why would you go for a 787 when you could have been the one to boost the 8 program because it's bigger than a 78 but smaller than a 777-200. So it's like that MOM
Middle
for
ground.
them. It's like that MOM for them, that middle market aircraft for them.
I see.
Yeah.
I mean, I see it too, but again, like, you know, they're wasting money because right now they have a perfectly good fleet that's working. why would you want to replace the A380
With the
with a bunch
777X?
of 777s that are not even made yet? Like, come on. I mean,
That's like,
don't get me wrong. Okay, maybe, just maybe, you know, with how long the plane is gonna be, it'll whatchamacallit, it'll have more capacity than the 380.
I mean,
Fine.
but you gotta know that every 380 flight is not always full.
Exactly.
he will be the future
You really
CEO
they do
for
have
Ryanair.
some flights have.
Huh?
They do some flights that move before.
Because I know there's a damn lot of A380 flights that, I mean, a lot of flights that they have on the A380. I'm pretty sure a lot of them don't be leaving 100% full.
You'd be
Obviously, they don't be
surprised.
leaving at 100%.
Okay, maybe on a route from Dubai to Mauritius, if that's the way of pronouncing it.
Pull yourself.
All right.
I mean, because Emirates is not getting rid of the A380 completely. So what I'm thinking is the routes that need that capacity, they're gonna put the A380s there. Because
London.
Emirates honestly has too many goddamn A380s.
They have too many planes in general.
yeah.
But too many A380s. So what I'm saying is A380s will be where they need to be on high capacity routes. And if they even still have 777-2s,
Yeah, they still do have some.
yeah,
Bro,
so
they
the
have everything. As far as I'm
777-2s,
concerned, they have everything. All the old stuff, they have it all.
yeah, the 777-2s and 3s,
I mean, maybe
and now
not
the
76,
9s
but-
would be on more or less capacity routes. Like, I see a perfect market for their 9s.
The 9s is supposed to be a higher capacity 777 to
Yeah.
the 300. So
So any route that, you know,
Mumbai,
like a route that say, you know, 777s is getting filled up, but it don't quite fill up an A380.
Mumbai,
There you go.
Bombay.
Throw in the 9. Throw in the 999 in there.
Honest to God, they should have went with a 350 instead of a
I mean,
instead of a
but
787. But on top of that, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, okay, maybe the 777 might not have as much seats as the 380, and the 777-9 might not have as much seats as the 380, but it'll have more seats than any conventional 777 or whatnot. Again,
and they don't need
long-
they don't need more types in their fleet.
not even long aircraft. That's my problem. You're prone to tail strike, you're prone to this, you're prone to that. The plane itself is already heavy with how long it is and how long the wings have to be, let alone the folding tips. Okay, just the tip.
and from what GE was saying is that they were saying that the GE9X, which is going to be on the newer X version of the 777, is supposed to be less powerful than today's GE90 series, which is bullshit.
Why would they do that?
Well, which is bull crap rather,
Wait, why would he do that anyway?
because they
Honestly,
said, 'cause they
the
said
only-
that the
the
plane's
only
going to be
thing-
lighter.
I don't care how
light it is,
light that plane is. You still have over 300 plus passengers. You still have 300 plus passengers worth of baggage and whatever other goodies they got. You still have all that fuel. You still have all this, that, whatever.
And cargo pallets,
and
too.
cargo. I mean, come on. There's a limit to how long you can make that aircraft.
I mean,
There's
it
a limit
really-
to how much.
I'm just thinking and saying, like, it really depends. This plane must be really lightweight compared to a conventional 777.
No, that's what I'm saying. This plane might as well be made of carbon fiber if it's going to be that
That
light.
is what they're doing with the 78s.
Carbon fiber?
Yeah.
You mean
That's Boeing's new
you
thing
mean
now.
carbon fiber and composite material?
Yeah. I mean, if the 777-9 is really that much lighter than a conventional 777 where they could justify putting a less powerful engine on it, and assuming that less powerful engine is more fuel efficient, then it's like,
I mean,
alright,
with the plane being lighter by itself, of course, it's already more fuel efficient.
Well, let me ask you a question. What has been the one key thing that's been happening to all these newer versions of aircrafts that's happening now than to previous versions of aircrafts? Anything made of composite material, fuel cell, well, engine cell ruptures, blade ruptures, engine explosions. I mean, we've seen it before, but it's becoming more common now.
You gotta try some new things out, see what works, see what
I mean,
doesn't.
look,
And it's not like they can't replace the engine, because you know, have the plane and be like, all right, this type of engine is not the best, so we'll go back to the old engine, which we know what works, reliable, and put it on.
Yeah, but then
that.
again, at that point, they'll be destroying the fact that they want to make this plane lightweight because that engine's probably heavier than what they're putting on now.
Because
I mean, the engine's the power plant, so you don't really
I understand it's
factor
the
that
power
in.
plant.
But I mean, like, at that point, it's like
Honestly, at the same time, if you ask me,
It's like the A320
if you're gonna
for the
put
Neos.
if you're gonna put a less powerful engine on the thing, then shoot, you might
Have
as
a
well,
reason to
you,
put
you
it.
might as well slap 2 extra engines on that 777.
You,
and
not
that
even
defeats
that.
the
You
point.
might as well get
just
a
make it look
DC-10.
ugly. You just make it look ugly.
What do you call it? 747?
No, you can't call it
No.
777. You call it a 777 with 4 engines. That's what you call it.
That'll be Boeing's version of the A340-600.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
That would be
Please,
Boeing's version of
please,
A340-600.
don't.
Hey, look, I like that
Oh,
plane. Okay, I like it.
The 340-600 is beautiful, but 4 engines on a triple.
I know it's gonna look ugly. It's gonna look ugly.
The baby
It's
bird.
literally
If somebody
gonna
who
look
has the Photoshop skills is watching this, I would love to see it.
ugly. I would love to see that too.
A
Photoshop.
4-engine 777
It's the
300.
baby.
No.
No, 777-900
with 4 engines.
with 4 engines.
Somebody Photoshop that.
With,
Like
with
somebody
the,
who's
don't
good.
forget the tips.
Compete with the A340.
The A340
The
is
A340
dead.
is going.
It's dead.
Yeah, everybody wants to forget about that. They just want to move on.
They said, oh, this is the 747 killer. No, it's
it's
not.
not.
The 777 is, sadly. That's the
Yeah,
747 killer.
Boeing made their own 747
killer.
Yeah, they did.
And
Nice
they don't
job.
mind that much. 'cause,
Nice
you know,
job.
And now nobody wants the 747-800s. Nobody want it.
You never know.
Because it's-
You never know.
We told no one don't want it. Nobody
never
want it.
Sucks.
I'm being so serious. British Airways, within the next 5 years, I see them buying it.
I see them doing the same thing because it's like what they're gonna use to replace their
400s.
They're gonna. I know British Airways is gonna try their damn near hardest to keep the 74s in for as long as
they
possible.
can, yeah.
British
They
Airways
have
not getting
no
rid of those until they
replacements.
have to.
Nah, they
Lufthansa
definitely
too.
ain't buying no. They definitely ain't
Lufthansa
buying
has like 9 of them or 10 of them, and they have no provisions to replace
But
them.
Lufthansa actually has 748s.
Yeah, they do.
I'm talking about the 4s though.
Oh, they're trying to keep them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feels like why not get the 748 out?
Well, this.
I mean, we sort of straight off topic with that,
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned.
What was the original topic?
The original topic was the A380s being replaced.
Oh
by
yeah,
these.
we went into
Yeah.
748s.
Yeah. I mean,
Look, let's get back to that, and we'll end it. We'll end it here for this topic.
go
So,
straight into MTA.
and in all respect, and with all due respect to Emirates, please don't give up your A380s because they're brand spanking new. There's no point. Within how long Boeing promised you that 777, stop. Okay.
Just keep what you got.
Yeah,
you got
exactly.
enough.
You have enough. You
I
have
mean-
more than enough. You have more than enough planes in your fleet. You have more than enough anything in your fleet. As a matter of fact, you just ordered the 380 plus. What are we doing? What are we doing? Come on. You're telling me you're gonna replace the 380 plus with a brand new plane every time? It's like you guys can't stop. It doesn't make sense. I understand you want to be dominant. I understand you want to be that, but how many routes can you fly? With you know, you might as well fly the whole world. You might as well be dominant.
I mean, like I've said before, here in the United States, we focus on maintaining aircrafts no matter how old or how young they are.
Yeah.
Airlines in the UAE,
They got that oil money.
they got that.
Well, there
but-
you go. You got a point.
You got a point
You
there,
can't
but-
lie. You got a point there.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's like they don't focus on maintenance. They focus on, okay, there's a problem with this aircraft, and there's another problem on that same aircraft. We're gonna retire it. That's basically what they do. You go to the Mojave Desert, you'll see a couple of Emirates 777-200s out there. You'll see the A330s that they used to have. The
Oh, man, I forgot about
yeah,
that.
they had A330s. You even see the A340, but they had the 500s, right?
Yep.
Yeah, A345s.
You see the 5s out there. What the hell?
I mean, look, as far like I said, you don't need it. And as far as the 777 by itself is concerned, you definitely don't need it because, I mean, I don't care how light the plane is and I don't care what's going on. You're still gonna get tail strike. You're still gonna get this. You're still gonna get that. It's too long of a plane to even park at a terminal anywhere else besides Dubai or anywhere in the UAE. It's hard to park a long plane like that. On top of that, what? Every time you're gonna keep folding them wingtips, and the minute that wingtip has a crack, you're gonna retire the plane, which is probably gonna be like in 2 years. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. Don't make sense. Anyways, final verdicts, people. Let's make a final verdict and move on to the second topic.
Final verdict, Emirates, stop.
Wait, that was.
You said Emirates. Oh, you said Emirates, right?
Yeah, Emirates.
Yeah, pretty much. They should keep it. Make it work out. It's not necessary to just get the 777.
Just because it's a brand new
Yeah,
aircraft.
it's a brand new aircraft.
And TJ's verdict?
I mean, they're ordering more 777-300s.
Wait, TJ,
I mean
come.
9s.
TJ, come this way. You're barely in the shot.
They're ordering more 9s as a replacement for A380s.
Yeah.
If they're retiring A380s for the 9s, it's like, okay, I don't see the logic in that.
I don't see the logic
It's
in
not
it.
necessary.
No.
But if they're
it's not.
getting the 9s to increase their fleet even more, so it's like, fine, do whatever. You got oil, go.
But I mean, like, they still got like another 80-something A380s coming off the production
Exactly.
line.
Yeah.
But that's another
even
thing. It's like,
worse.
the A380's going nowhere. They got more coming still. So it's like, do whatever. You got oil money, spend it.
I mean, look, as far as I'm concerned, people find it more luxurious to be in a double-decker A380 and have their little stuff there than be in a really long aluminum tube in the sky that, you know, barely has any headroom for people to walk in. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, 777-300, bad headroom to walk in. Alright?
But what we're saying is,
Don't
what we're
downplay the 333.
No, listen,
I'm not downplaying
we're not
the triple
downplaying
T.
it.
I'm downplaying the 999. Okay?
And we're
Just a
saying
long-
that people on a long haul flight, they would
They want a
rather fly.
long plane.
No,
long
no, they would rather fly on a 747 or an A380, a jumbo.
Yeah, because it's
Now, to be fair, the average passenger, it don't make a goddamn difference.
the
no.
average passenger.
The average
Average passenger being in an
What
A380, I mean, being in a 74 to being in a 777 to being in a,
Look,
I mean, wide bodies wise, it's really the same damn thing.
Listen, I'm gonna put it to you like this: the 747 and the A380, well, mainly the 74, have that iconic presence that
Yeah.
people, even the average Joe, would know it's a 747 or a jumbo.
Yeah, they just call it number.
Yeah, so at that point they're like, oh, it's a 747, yeah, get to fly and you fly on it. If it's a 777, they're like,
Oh,
oh,
it's another one.
it's another one.
It's another one of these long tube airplanes. Anyways, topic number 2. NTA getting rid of seats in some of their cars for poles instead, so everyone will stand.
Oh, God.
That's something that this guy would come up with, not him. Him.
I really don't see the issue here.
Dude, you look.
Oh.
You got pregnant women on a train.
Yeah, but I mean,
Go
look,
to a seated car.
They do
You said some, right? Like two train cars in the middle have the standing section, and every other train car is seats, right?
But what happened? They all take it and they want to take that seat.
what do you mean they all take?
If you're pregnant, why the hell are you going in a goddamn train car with no seats?
Because they
Wait,
can't-
if you're pregnant,
Yo,
why
what's
the
up,
hell
bro?
are you taking
What's
an
up, bro?
MTA?
Come here. Oh, okay. There was a
Take
bird
an
right there.
Uber, man. You're
Take-
pregnant.
Take
Uber.
Take a cab.
Take an Uber.
Look. NTA is the most reliable system, and then you're gonna say Rio, right?
I get it.
You mean in
Wait,
New York?
if you're
New
pregnant,
York,
stay
yeah.
home. Let your man go get your stuff. Or your significant other. I don't judge.
Listen,
I don't judge.
listen. First of all,
If you're
This
pregnant, you honestly shouldn't be traveling around like
but this isn't okay. First of all,
that. At least in a later stage of pregnancy.
since you're talking about you seeing no problem with only a standing room only car, right?
Yeah.
This is not freaking
For,
Japan.
like, rush
this
hour.
is not Tokyo.
For what?
For like,
So you mean to tell me that you gotta wait like 10 minutes for them to take a train out of the yard to make a consist of, okay, we'll have 4 standing room only cars in the middle of a train, of a consist, and then the rest of them you have seating. That makes no sense. And then plus people are not gonna wanna move out the way
Yeah, that's true. Then.
because they're gonna have to get out, then freaking
Honestly-
dogpile in that car.
Honestly, I see both sides to the story. Okay.
Okay.
One, I think it's okay to have those standing cars because of what TJ said earlier. Over here, when it's rush hour time, them trains are packed. Yeah, and the seats are not helping. Okay, more people can get on to get where they gotta
at
go.
least the train that have the seats where, like, you know, you have the bench sitting out like that, and then you got the 2 seats like that.
Yeah, that makes
Those is horrible for standing room, but the ones where it's just seats on the edge, it's okay.
Oh, so you're talking about like the R46, the R68.
I remember some people have no idea.
Yeah,
what
some
that
people have no idea what it is.
But just
So,
put
look.
like a little picture right
No, I'm not.
Come on.
Anyways, look, like I said, I sort of understand why it's a good idea, but at the same time, it's a horrible idea because at the same time, you trying to make it better for more people to get on the train car and they just hold on when it's rush hour time, it's gonna be even worse because now that train is literally gonna be packed like sardines, and whoever's in the middle of that car.
I mean, it's no different from before.
It's
Seats
no-
or no seats.
seats
It's
is
gonna
no-
be packed.
That I understand, but at the same time, with the seats, it makes everyone disperse a little bit, or it leaves pockets of space somewhere so people can just push their way out. In this case, everybody's gonna be like this.
Two trains you be on, them people be crowded in everywhere. They take every ounce. I was
I
on the F train the other
understand
day, crowded going to Coney. It was packed.
I understand that, but it's gonna be double the pack.
Now they can't see me. Circle one.
It's gonna be double the pack if we really have to make a standing car only. It's gonna be way
It's
worse.
just- It's just gonna be the train can literally hold more people,
Well,
which
yeah,
is
exactly.
the main
I
idea.
mean, that's the
No,
idea.
it's good and bad at the same time, because again, look what happened the other day with that A train that got derailed. 2 cars got derailed. If a train like that gets derailed, you're putting
well,
even
you
more
getting
people-
hurt one way or another.
I understand you get hurt one way or another, but at the same time, it's like, there's not as much people in a car with seats than there would be with a car. Hey, what's good, bro?
But
Than there would be with a
that's
car with
the
thing.
point is you're trying to fit more people on a train. But it's not the potential for disaster you're thinking of. You got to think of more people get on more cars to go places more.
Okay, he bold. Oh, he flew away. Okay, he flew away.
Same
Go ahead,
word.
TJ.
Yeah, the idea here of no seats on the train is simply to get more people on the train. You're not thinking about disaster. You're thinking about, all right, how many people can we get on this train to make the system more efficient?
But in
You can't think about, okay, if there's more people on the train, more people could get hurt when the train crashes. It's like, no.
But in that case, it's also like safety as well. Because
It is a hazard, because at the same time, it's like, look, if somebody's sick in there, you getting a whole group of people sick. Or if somebody's claustrophobic, that person gonna faint and something
Or they're
gonna
gonna
happen.
freak out or
But
not.
the thing is, it's not like with or without the seats, the train is still that packed.
But it's also
Hell, when you're on the train with the benches to the side,
yeah.
when you're on that and it's packed, when you're standing up, people are standing all the way next to the people who are sitting down. So if you're like in the middle of the train looking around, I'm tall, so I can see above most of the people's heads. You see like a little space on the edge where that's the benches, but other than that, it's straight heads all throughout the train.
Honestly, you know what I think the MTA should really do? Get rid of the 3 seats that's against the train, and just make the whole side of that train like the European trains. Make the whole side like how the
Like in the end of the train, no seats.
no, not the end of the
Because
train.
the L train kind of got something like that for the wheelchairs.
No, not that. I'm saying it's back to front seating, like how that one middle benches near the window. Damn, these helicopters. Stretch, stop flashing at people. Anyways, people understand. Anyways,
I just noticed you on the rest
yeah,
Yeah.
you slacking, bro.
My son got the beam, yo.
Anyways,
Sorry.
yeah, the train cars. You know the seat we were sitting in coming here.
They need to get rid of that.
No,
Or
keep
have
that.
more of those.
Keep that and take the one that's against the wall.
3 seats?
Yeah, the 3 seats. Take that out and just put the whole side, those straight seats like that, so people sitting back and forth like that, just like how it is in Japan or wherever.
Nah,
else.
I was on, what's it called? The London Overground. 'Cause the Overground trains need to be separate from the Underground trains, but whatever. I was on the Overground train and that's exactly what they had. And I'm thinking to myself, standing space? Ain't none in here.
Well,
Bro,
that's
you can't
the
fit
point.
Nobody when it comes to standing space.
First of all,
Those train cars obviously hold less than MTA train cars.
that is the case. I understand that, but at the same time, 1, you're giving more people more seats. 2, because those seats are back to front like that, and it's easier for people, for families and stuff, to sit in one cubicle instead of messing up the whole area. 3, if you're standing in that train, yeah, compared to what anywhere else has, the MTA trains are a little bit wider than normal. Okay, so you're gonna compare it to side like that. If you squeeze the chair in a little bit by a few inches or so, I don't see a problem with people standing in the middle of that car. I really don't see a problem with people standing. I mean, hence where the doors are, yeah, that's gonna be seat free. Obviously, people are gonna cluster up over there. But like I'm saying, in the middle of the stuff, if you just take a couple of inches off the seats and like that, hey, that's a better configuration than having no seats at all.
Yeah, because also with no seats at all, pretty much, if something was to happen, like what happened to that A train on 125th Street, people are gonna start panicking. People are gonna stomp over you and everything. It's like you're gonna have a Titanic scenario. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
You're arguing a moot point. Like the same thing would happen regardless, and then people would get trampled on the seats.
Oh, you're right. True.
But I mean, look. At the same time, it's like, look. Again, I think it's the first vlog, the first podcast, the first and second podcast I talked about it. It's like you gotta understand, these people are riding the MTA every day. We take the train every day, or bus or whatever. And as far as I'm concerned, the MTA is just raising the price, and you're killing the convenience for the customer. You're killing the experience for the customer. You're killing everything for the customer, especially by raising the price. Especially when it about to reach $3 a ride. I mean, I don't see the purpose in it being $3 a ride. If
all Metro card right now. Expensive. If all
the MTA is doing is just picking up garbage off the tracks and saying, yeah, we're using money to fix stuff. No, I'm sorry, that's false. We know you're just picking up garbage and putting it in that garbage barge train and just going back and forth with it, thinking that you're doing something, but you're really not. We know you're not.
And now all of a sudden MTA will put this, you know the floor mats, right, with the arrows, right?
Floor mat?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a stupid design. They wasted money on that. Knowing that, I can't remember what. I think it was like $13 million they wasted on it.
No, 20 million.
20 million.
20 million.
Look, first of all, before putting formats or whatever, why not implement what everybody else has already? A touch and go system to scan to go through the turnstile.
Yes.
A touch and go
What's
system.
wrong with the Metro card?
A Presto card.
Presto card?
Yes.
Bro, no, I'm saying, like in Vaughn, you scan your ID, you open the door.
Oh.
Yeah.
At this point, swiping the Metro card is Stone Age.
But it don't work. I mean,
exactly. There you go.
I meant to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, it do work. I meant to say, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
No, look, again, a lot of people start things and they forget the customer in mind. Okay.
Let's be honest here. Ain't nothing wrong with the damn Metro card. It's simple.
Look, I'm saying ain't nothing wrong with the Metro card. I understand that, but at the same time, it's like, look, the convenience for people would be more better if they had a touch and go system, because with that touch and go system, not only can you, let's say, oh, I don't know, fucking go on the MTA website and what you
You're
call
gonna
it.
save a few seconds at most, and that's gonna cost.
No,
first of all,
they go on the MTA website and use a credit card to put stuff, or credit or debit card to put stuff online instead of waiting at whatever.
Oh, you
station.
mean buy a Metro card and fill it online like that?
And then when you're ready,
MTA
you don't
kind of
have
has a system like that already. That Metro card where you fill it.
Yeah,
No.
that's what,
Yeah.
like you're using your banking card. That's
Yes,
what
exactly. You're using your credit card or your debit card.
That kind of exists already.
no.
Nah,
It's
That's
just
you have
nobody wants it because it's like I'll just go to the train station and pay my
No,
$2.50 and go.
he's talking about like literally you can put in your.
I mean, don't get me
Go
wrong. You
back
can
here.
still do that. You can still do that at the train station. But if you give that convenience to people, like it shows that you're working on something. It shows that you're doing
MTA
something.
has something for it. I literally just told
No,
you.
they
Yes.
don't have no touch and go system. They don't have nothing for you.
Wait. So you say like a system where you could just like take your Metro card or whatever,
No, you
tap
take-
it, and you go in through the turnstile?
That's
Yeah.
one of them.
It's the same thing as fucking swiping.
No.
It's the same thing as swiping your card.
No, because some people get
What,
it wrong. Some people
A swipe? How do you get swiping it wrong?
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised
What kind
how
of-
many people I see swipe their Metro card backwards.
You shouldn't be on the Metro
turnstile.
card. You shouldn't be in the damn subway.
First of all,
You'll be surprised. Real New Yorkers too. They swipe it backwards
just for our viewers that never been to New York before,
and don't know what a Metro card is.
this is a Metro card. This is how thin the Metro card is. It's flimsy.
And easily could bend.
Exactly. So if you put
that's
it,
not even my problem. That's not even my problem. I'm just saying it's about time. We're in the 21st century. It's about time you upgrade the system to get into where we gotta go. Okay?
I mean, they about
It's
to have.
about time.
I mean, they about to have a system where you could use
Watch,
your phone.
watch
Look
TJ.
at
Watch
that.
TJ trying to post it.
I bust out the MTA card. Then I will bust out that one-day pass I got in on the underground. Then I'm gonna bust out.
Look at how
I'm gonna
much.
bust out the DC Metro Pass.
How many
whatever
Metro
thingy.
cards do you
Then I'm
have?
gonna bust out the Aruba bus card.
You see this? He said, look at this. Look at this.
That's from Aruba. I went
Homie
there
said Aruba.
2 years ago.
Homie said,
Nah. This thing, this is this is what you was talking about. They got that in DC.
What, tap and go?
Yeah.
That's what.
But you gotta
just
fill
got-
it. You can't. You gotta fill it at the place. Like with the basically, you gotta fill it like a Metro card.
Yeah, that's fine.
And
I mean, look.
the underground they basically got the same thing. It's just called the Oyster card, or they got this thing, which is you put it in through the machine and then it comes out the bottom and then you go through the turn. Well, they're not a turnstile. It's like a door thing.
Okay, well look, again, just upgrade your stuff. Show us that you're working on something rather than just picking up
But
garbage.
the thing is, it's like, huh?
What are you trying to do? You trying to play blackjack?
No.
Okay.
Which one's better? This or this?
Let me see this one.
That's like a card.
This one's better because
Exactly.
also it's durable.
Exactly.
And from the looks of it, there is no expiration date.
There you go. Metro cards expired.
Let me see that.
There's no expiration date.
There's no expiration date.
And it's just, it has like the same contents as a credit card or a debit card.
DC, you doing it right.
The only difference between this and a goddamn Metro card is I'll give you the expiration date. I'll
Yeah.
give you that one.
Okay,
MTA really
okay.
trying to. But one thing costs $1 and it lasts like 2 years. So
What last?
But that's my
a
problem.
Metro card.
That's my problem. Why it costing $1? Where that dollar going? Cleaning up garbage again? Stop.
It's going to some CEO
Or are we
pockets.
paying for the plastic that only costs like 5 cents in actuality?
Now what's up? A Metro card is not the problem here. We as New Yorkers, we have nothing to complain with when it comes to
Oh my God, no.
when it comes to
not.
simplicity of a Metro card.
Oh,
Because
okay.
other public transportation systems are more expensive. Let's get that up.
But there, but
Which,
here's the-
which public transportation is
Huh?
more expensive? Which
TTC?
One? Which one?
London
last-
Underground.
because
that
last-
thing, you gotta pay by zones. It's mad complicated. You gotta pay by zones where you going and all this. I'm like, what?
you never taken the New Jersey Transit train before? That's the same kind of system. You pay by zone, or the Long Island Railroad, you pay by zone. Metro North. you
Yeah, I
pay
know.
by
With
zone.
the buses, it's like, here, you pay your $275. You go anywhere, anywhere.
But here,
You want to go to the Bronx? You want to go just down 2 stations down? $275. Granted, $275 is a lot. It should go back down to $250, but still.
Not even $250, man. $2.
What's wrong?
No,
Nah, let's be realistic here.
I am,
be realistic
I am
here.
being realistic. The
MTA, we ain't never seen $2 for a damn Metro card.
Yes, we
What's
can.
wrong with you?
We will never see that again. I mean,
Oh, okay. I was about to say. I was like, you funny. We
be
did that,
real, be real. That ain't never gonna happen. No, most we could hope for, and that's even a stretch. Is 270 is back to 250. That's a stretch.
That's-
And the
that's
MTA got no reason to do it because at point they could just keep it at 275. Keep it at 275. $3 is
Nah,
ridiculous.
you know what it is.
275 is ridiculous.
You know what it's going. You know what it is. Why they raising the prices? Because all the people who work for the MTA, they want a big
Nah, they
pension.
get good. They gotta pay them. And
No, they
MTA
want a
workers
bigger
get paid
pension.
good.
No, this is weird.
They want a bigger pension.
Yeah, they gotta. A lot of the money, I swear, a lot of the money is going towards it's not fixing the system itself. It's just
CEO.
paying the employees.
Yeah,
That's
they're just
technically
paying the
a
employees.
federal job right
CEO.
there.
I mean, granted, they work hard.
Who phone that is?
Mine's.
Oh,
Granted, MTA employees work hard. It's not like they don't deserve the money, but especially the janitors. Oh my God,
Yeah,
MTA
the
janitors,
look,
you deserve everything you get.
yeah, exactly.
Because
exactly.
I know there's some nastiness on trains.
The thing that I saw on the train, well, F train, was getting on at Jackson Heights. And it was one of those trains with the side seat.
Mhm.
I like sitting at that seat because you can lean over and you don't need to bother anybody while leaning over and everything. The train was empty anyways. I'm looking on the ground. Someone told me to look on the ground. I see a pile of fresh feces.
Dear God.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, it looked like
The F train, aka the bum's toilet.
I mean, like, it looked like somebody literally just got off the train.
Okay. Okay. Look. Viewer discretion is advised. Oh,
They're
my
not seeing it. I mean,
I don't care. You gave him an image.
Just a nice curly.
Stop.
It's a merry-go-round.
They get the picture.
It was Cool Whip. Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
Dark Cool Whip. Dark Cool Whip. It was and like I remember somebody was getting ready to sit there and I'm like, no. And they looked down there like, oh.
Bro, the worst I ever seen on the train was just a whole bunch of trash. Never seen that. Or piss on the floor, actually. That's the worst.
All right. Okay. Stop. No. One more. This is not gonna be a topic on this day. We are making our final verdicts now.
Okay.
Final verdicts now.
Final verdict. MTA, you gotta fix the system. You gotta fix the Metro card. You gotta fix the swiping system.
Forget about worrying about. Forget about putting just. Forget about just putting poles in the car.
The only thing that's wrong with the Metro card is the fact that it costs $275.
You mean a ride costs $275 and the Metro
Yeah.
card itself costs $1?
And I don't like that because I don't want to pay $1 for a piece of plastic that expires in 2 years. What am I gonna do with that? On top of that, MTA, do you know how bad you yourself are messing up the environment? Forget about people throwing trash on the thing. Because that little plastic card expires every 2 years.
Boing. Throw it right on the floor. Throw it right on the train. Right on the tracks. You're talking about track fires and everything too.
Exactly. Anyways. Pole or no pole?
What do you mean by pole or no pole?
Have trains with poles or have
Trains with
without
poles or have trains with no poles?
Real trains have poles.
Pause.
I want trains with seats. Okay? That's what. Seats.
Seats and poles?
Yes.
Seats and poles.
Seats and poles.
Okay.
You? Since we're going down the line.
I think you should rethink that.
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, like I said, I can understand where you're coming from with it, but no, I think you should rethink that. That's a big rethink.
We're gonna get to you, okay?
Seats and poles. But as we speak, when you said mention that they should think about it, but they were testing it with the shuttle train and the L train.
Oh God.
So I don't know how that's gonna turn out.
But we'll see. We'll see how that turns out.
TJ.
I say, don't do it for every train, because me, I'm like every other New Yorker. When you get on the train, only thing you want is a seat.
Yeah.
But, you know when it's rush hour, you ain't getting no goddamn seat.
Well, I always get a seat because I'm just lucky like that.
But you don't go
When it's
during
rush hour, you accept as a New Yorker, if you've been on the trains enough, when it's rush hour and you know you at that station, you pretty much accepted the fact that you getting on this train and you not getting a seat.
Absolutely.
So, if they only putting this on busy, like high capacity routes,
No, they gotta
keep it away from the A train, and I could care less.
They're gonna put it on the
They
A
gotta
train.
keep it away from the A, the E.
No, the A train is crowded in certain sections, but once it leaves Manhattan, it's not justifiable. The E train is where you need that.
I would say past anywhere past Broadway Junction, it starts getting
Easing
empty.
out.
Yeah.
So-
No, after Broadway Junction is where everybody gets off.
Yeah.
The E trains and 7 trains are totally 7 trains on game days with oh my
The Mets.
god.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, the Mets.
Nah, bro.
The 7 train is where you could use this. The E train is definitely where you could use this because the routes are not that long, and then for the majority of their routes, the train is packed.
I would say the LIRR needs to, because they have the train to the game too, right?
Yeah.
Just like how they have like for the Belmont Stakes and
That's
everything.
Long Island Railroad.
But here's but I'm saying they can help ease the subway system because since they're under MTA,
Yeah.
they can actually
Yeah,
make.
but they won't do that.
Yeah.
LIR.
Yeah, they're not.
When you go on the LIR, that's a
LIR
that's
is
a
different.
Yeah, that's a
prestigious
different
train.
That's a different sector.
That's a prestigious
Yeah.
train. They're not gonna do
It
no
barely
nonsense
gets
like
that prestigious title, by the way,
Yeah,
just because
barely.
it's a different type of train.
Yeah. But oh well.
Barely gets that title.
All right, folks. You heard what we had to say. Now, what do you have to say? Go put it in the comment section below. What do you think about topics? What do you think of the first topic? Gemini Jets, I'm talking to you. What do you
Comment,
think
rate, subscribe.
Comment, rate, subscribe.
What
And
do you like?
remember,
What do you not?
remember that this channel is also sponsored by Spacey Tropics. I'm wearing one of the shirts today. I'll show you the back. Malik, tell me if they got the back.
They got the back.
They got the back. Okay. Sponsored by Spacey Tropics right here.
Got that yin yang action.
Well, I call it the space between the yin and yang.
Ha ha ha.
Because that homie is standing
Very
right in between.
punny.
Very punny. Anyways. Okay, so again, thank all of you for watching this.
Hey, A320.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
Nope, I'm wrong. That's a 319.
Is it? No, stop playing.
That's too short. It's too stuck.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
But it looks pretty even though. But
It's a anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you notice, we had everyone today. Four what we're supposed to have, which I am extremely happy about. TJ, stop snapping. Anyways, again, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Of course, we like when you comment because it tells us how we can improve, or if you have a topic you want on the next podcast to be the first 5 to 8 minutes of our podcast or a talk here. So thank you. And yeah, like TJ said, you're always clear for takeoff. Always. Look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him.
This is my new thing. This is my new thing.
This new thing. Anyways,
He's cheesing right now.
anyways, we'll see you guys later.
We out.